Hey guys, and welcome to my tutorial today. It's going to be a Photoshop tutorial and how to get the basics of it. I'm going to be working in Photoshop CS6, and just to show you that I'm going to be working in Photoshop CS6, I have the color change option. I just like to work in a little bit brighter, but just for the purposes of the video, I will work in the dark. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to be starting with is how to do the basics, obviously. So to create a new image or anything like that, then you want to click File, New, and you want to pick your sizes. And I always like to go with 1280 by 720. And that's always because that's the YouTube render distance. So that's, if you're watching a video, it will always be in 1280 by 720 unless it's in full screen. So I always like to do that to start. And okay, so I'm gonna first teach you about the basics of the Magic Wand tool. Okay, so first we want to make, actually, okay, so we have our fills first. We have our fills and we have our gradient fill tools. These all work really well if you have a decent printer, so you'll be able to print off if you have a good printer, and it'll come out with the good colors. If you don't have a good printer, but hopefully it won't matter because you might be keeping it online. But to use the gradient tool, you want to click and drag in whichever way you want it to gradient. However long and however short will determine how far the gradient goes and how thick and long lasting the gradient is. With the paint bucket tool, you would, you'll start on the paint bucket tool. To get to the gradient tool, then you click, hold down, and then let go on gradient. But the paint tool is the same thing. Oh, but this is on gradient. Well, that's on gradient now, so that's doing that weird thing. But yeah, just pretend this is 1280 by 720. But yeah, paint bucket, same thing, just whatever. Okay, so to change your different colors of whatever you want, like your text or your background or your foreground color, then you want to click there, okay, and then you can change it to, see if I wanted a red background, I could do that. Okay, so just for the purposes of the video, I'll leave it like that now. Okay, so I'm going to teach you about the Magic Wand tool now. And the Magic Wand tool is can be used for many different things. It can be used for selecting different things, and it can be used for others. So just to get the thing up, I'm going to use a picture from Tekken. I like this picture. This picture's pretty cool. So I'm going to get this picture from Tekken. Wow, slow internet. But yeah, when this loads, then I'll show you what it can do. Sorry about that, my internet went off for a second, but yeah, it finally loaded. And okay, so what you want to do is just want to go on, you want to right click, copy image, and go back into your Photoshop. Then when you're back in here, to paste an item, you want to go on edit and paste. And then as you can see, well, it's not very cool because it's got this white around him. And this is what the magic tool is mostly used for. So if I click that, it'll automatically go around the outsides of the Tekken guy. And then if I just quickly and simply click delete, most of the time, and hopefully all of the time, then it should have a good cut. Oh, and it was a bit big of a picture, so I'll just quickly do the same thing down below. And I'll delete that. And then to get off this, you just want to right click on the box and deselect. Okay, so then once you've got your guy, you can either make it like that, and then have, I don't know, whatever you're doing using it for, or like if it's like an invitation or something, then you could have like something along here like you are invited. But yeah, but so we have the guy, and he still doesn't fit on the page. So what we want to do is we go into image, and no, you can't do that, but we want to go into edit, and we go into free transform. And it'll come up with these boxes, okay? And these boxes are fine. All you want to do is go to the side, just like any other thing, and drag it down. And there we go. Now my Tekken guy fully fits on the page. And then to get off that, all you need to do is click that and apply, and it'll be movable and everything. So yeah, so that's the magic wand tool pretty much covered. And now I'm going to go on to the quick selection tool. Quick selection tool is, I guess you could say, the same thing as the it does the same thing as the magic wand tool, but the magic wand tool is more of an auto guess kind of thing. But with, see what I mean? But with the auto select, it's more of a jigsaw. If you can explain it like that. It's more custom. So I can take him apart, and I can, yeah. So yeah, that's just more of a custom wand, I guess. 1280 by 720. So we'll go on to a new thing now. I'll just get the normal background up. So yeah, so we'll go on to another thing now, which we can go on to. I'll leave the last two to last. We can go on to text. Text is very simple, just like Word, I guess. But the text is down here, and that'll be the normal standard text going across. And if I just type hello, yeah, if I just type hello YouTube, and obviously you can't see it at the moment, so you want to highlight it and go up here. This is the size, and you want to go to 60 points or however big. The limit isn't 72. It's just that's the like guided kind of limit. So I could go to 200, and I could go further and further. But just for the purposes, we'll keep it at 70. Yeah, so that's normal text. And to change its font, or to write in a different font, then we can just click over here, which is the font place, and we can click this funky one. Exactly the same. Yeah, it's all pretty cool. And to change the font color, this, and you can pick whatever font color you want. Yeah, it's all very cool. Okay, so we'll get rid of that, because you know the basics of that now. Delete it. Okay. Also with the text tools, there's different types of text. It's all exactly the same, but there's vertical and yeah. So there's vertical, but the other stuff, that's not basic stuff. That will be in more of an advanced tutorial. Yeah. So that's the vertical one is just vertical typing, obviously. Okay, so we'll get something like the blur tool now. Okay, so actually, maybe I should cover yeah. Okay, so I'll cover the pen or whatever tool. Okay, so we'll get the brush tool first. All right, we'll cover that. And to determine the size of your brush, then you can come here, and if you click on that, then you can make it bigger and you can make it smaller. But we'll change the color of it so it stands out to black. We have an airbrushy kind of effect here. Oh, as well, if you want to undo any of your writing, then you can just click edit, undo. But yeah, to create like a sort of graphics kind of thing here, we could just do use the airbrush kind of tool, which I think is pretty cool. And then let me see how we're doing for time. 10 minutes. Okay, this tutorial is going to be about 15 minutes now. I'll do another part. Yeah, so here we have this. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I've demonstrated a few things here. I was just running over to refresh my mind. But okay, there's a few things here I'm going to run over, and that's the blur tool, and the layers, and the shape tool, and the eraser. Here I've used all three of those things. Obviously, it's not very detailed because I didn't really want it to be. But what we have here is I'm demonstrating the blur effect by creating a kind of lightning thing, and I'll do that right now. But it's really easy as well. I like to go with blur things because it makes. Oh no, I didn't mean that. It makes it look kind of electrical because it just. You'll see what I mean now. So if I just make the background black, you can use this as well, and it'll look pretty cool. So take it up to the yellow. Just do a AC/DC kind of lightning strike. I know it's not the best, but for purposes of the video, I'll just do that. Okay, so get a crappy kind of lightning strike used by the brush tool, which I've said about right there. And then the smudge tool is down here. And the smudge, all you need to do is just, it does exactly what it says, smudges. And if you just go over your lightning, and it should make it look more electrical, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's what that's for. Well, it's not for that. There's a lot of things you can use it for, but obviously, if I were to explain what all the things were for, then I would be going into the advanced tutorial, which I will be doing. But yeah, as you can see, you can it sort of looks like fur, but I like to say electrical because it just sounds cooler and it looks cool. Yeah, so that's the blur tool sorted and the paintbrush. But now I'm going to show you something called layers, and you probably do know about this already. Just to refresh your minds, I'll show you. But if I get something like the tool, the shape tool down here, then if you click on this, then there's a load of tools. But I'm just going to quickly grab a rectangle, and if I place it there, then it creates a box and a new layer called rectangle 1. And there's a few things you can do with layers, and what a layer is it's separating the back picture from the front picture, okay, just like a layer would. And with the eraser tool right there, as you can see, I'm hovering over it right now, but with the eraser tool, if I was to, there we go, oh crap, yeah, so as you can see, I can't erase it, and that's because it's not from the background. But if I was to, this is what you can do with layers. If I wanted my background and that to be in the same thing, then I can right click on that layer and click merge down. So they merge into one background, so I can't move this anymore. That is part of the background. And now if I try rubbing it out, I can rub it out because it's part of the background. And so yeah, let me see how we're doing for time. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing else I really need to cover, so just a quick recap for the beginners. The shapes tool down here, the path selection, I haven't gone over that, that's advanced. Text tool here, haven't gone over that. Smudge tool here, to create the electrical, if you kind of will, and fill paint bucket tool here, and a gradient tool here. Eraser tool here, haven't gone over them. Paintbrush here, and pencil also. You can also kind of figure that out for yourself, but you could just wait until my guide. This, everyone know what an eyedropper is. You can just quickly select the color, as you see, and you can use it. So but that's in Word, so it's not really advanced. I've showed you the magic wand tool, and I've showed you the quick selection tool. Haven't showed you the lasso, and I've showed you selection and the moving tool. I hope you enjoyed my first video, and remember to comment, rate, like, and subscribe. Thank you.